Alright, it's card of the day, and it's card number 179, titled Stormtroopers Search the Spaceport. Although Stormtroopers often worked alongside the Imperial Army, Intelligence, and Navy, the Stormtrooper Corps operated independently of all branches of the Imperial military. Hence, the Corps possessed its own command structure, ranking system, and support facilities. Together with the Imperial Royal Guard, Stormtroopers entered directly to Emperor Palpatine, but were managed on a daily basis by Stormtrooper Command. The basic unit of organization was the individual trooper. Each Stormtrooper was assigned a designation for tactical purposes and to reinforce the Imperial ethic of uniformity. Troopers were organized into squads, platoons, companies, battalions, regiments, and legions. A company commander could give command to regular officers over any given squad or platoon. When it was first formed during the rise of the Galactic Empire, Stormtrooper squads had 8 troopers, including a sergeant and a corporal. Platoons had 32 troopers, and were led by a lieutenant and a sergeant major. Companies usually encompassed 128 troopers, and were led by a captain. A battalion encompassed 512 troopers, and were led by a major. A regiment was composed of 2,048 troopers, and were led by a lieutenant colonel. And a legion possessed 8,192 troopers, led by a high colonel. At the height of the Galactic Empire, a single battalion consisted of 820 soldiers, whereas a battalion of the Republic clone troopers in comparison comprised only 576 clones. As of 130 ABY, the Stormtrooper Corps was apparently disbanded under the Fell Empire, as well as its successor state, the Galactic Empire of the Sith Lord Darth Krayt. The Stormtroopers themselves were absorbed into the hierarchy of the Imperial Army. However, individual Stormtrooper units continue to exist as elite shock forces in both Krayt's Empire and the Fell faction. Stormtrooper officers were traditionally non-clone graduates from the Imperial Academy, but Imperial Stormtroopers who demonstrated skills in leadership could be promoted to officer status. In battle, commissioned Stormtrooper officers wore standard armor with rank insignia to indicate status. Non-commissioned officers were identified in the field with shoulder pauldrons instead of the standard rank squares worn over the armor. For non-combat situations, officers wore a black dress uniform including a cap, boots, gloves, and standard rank squares. Becoming an officer in the Stormtrooper Corps was a stepping stone to joining the more prestigious rank of the Imperial officers. Stormtrooper officers were still hierarchically bound to obey orders from Imperial officers. That's it for now. More information on the next Stormtrooper card. And now it's the back side of the card, and its official description number 15 of 22, the Rebel Blockade Runner. This intricate vessel, used by Princess Leia to transport the stolen Death Star readouts, is somewhat antiquated when compared to the other space vehicles used in Star Wars. It possesses multiple fuel-burning engines, Nemo-esque fins, and a hammerhead cockpit that suggests an earlier era when spaceships were handcrafted. Well, that's the card of the day. Look out for the next card. Thank you for watching Star Wars Obsessed Card of the Day. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can also follow Star Wars Obsessed on Facebook and Instagram.